Hi guys, it's Mrs. Jacqua. So today is April 18th, and it's going to be for the 5th week of the quarter, and we will have 3 full weeks after that. So anyway, you have 4 weeks left of school, so get her going. Those of you who have taken the test are passing, those of you who have not are not. So get your test taken. Alright, so let's get started. Here's my picture for the day. You can push pause and laugh at it. I have 3 bones and Mr. Jones takes away 2. How many fingers will he have left? It's just funny. You gotta laugh at that one. Okay, push pause if you need that information. And let's start. Okay, so one of the things that we want to do is we're talking about triangle proportionality. And so if I have 2 parallel lines in a triangle, so those 2 green lines, if they're parallel, then what that means is that this blue triangle, is that this ratio over, let's do BC, is going to equal the big long red side over the little bitty red side. So those are just going to be, whoops, wrong color. So these are just the parts of the triangle. And notice the long parts on this one are on top and the short parts are on the bottom. Cool. Okay, so using that information, I'm just going to do, we have long red, short red. Then we have long blue, short blue. So what we want to find out is we want to find out what TQ is. Where's TQ? TQ is here. So let's write everything we know. PT is 15, SR is 5, and PS is 12.5. So over here on this really cool whiteboard up here, I'm going to work those ratios out and set it up that way. And I'm going to use white because it's really cool. I can use white over here. So I'm going to take long side of the red, so 12.5, over short side of the red, which is 5, equals 15 over, we don't know. Now to solve these ones, we're just simply going to cross multiply. So we get 12.5x. That one doesn't show up so well, so I'll use yellow. Equals, cross multiply, 15 times 5 is 30, 60, 75. I'm going to divide both sides by 12.5. So x equals 6. So come over here, change the color because white and yellow don't work so well on that one, so it is 6. Here's my answer. Cool. If you need help, call, text, or email. Okay, so let's look at this problem. DG is half the length of GF. So here's DG, here's GF. So if DG is x, then GF would be twice it, because half and twice are reciprocal relationships. And then we have EG, or EH, which is 6, and FH, which is 10. So then, what we want to know, the question we want to know is DE parallel to GH. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to create our ratios and see if they equal each other. So first one, let's do 2x divided by x. Will that equal 10 divided by 6? Will that equal 10 divided by 6? So we're going to cross multiply, so that gives me 12x equals, whoops, 10x. So I'm going to divide by x. Some of you already know the answer. Does 12 equal 10? The answer is no. Therefore, not parallel. Those double lines mean parallel. So we'll come over here and we'll answer a question. I can't write in white right now, so we will say, nope, they are not. Nope. Next problem. Okay, a mid-segment of a triangle. So just push pause and read through that. And I'm not going to read through that. You can push pause and read through it. Okay, so here's our other proportional parts of parallel lines. This one's really cool, similar to those other triangles. So let's visually break this out. AB and BC, and then our other fraction-y part will be EF and FG. So those are going to be our fractions. Okay, so let's apply this to a real world. Frontage is the measurement of a property's boundary that runs along the side of a particular feature, such as a street, a lake, an ocean, or a river. Find the ocean frontage for lot A to the nearest tenth of a yard. So here's lot A. So that one's the one I'm going to look for. So I'm going to call it X. Because X is such a fabulous letter, and I need to write this bigger. So the parts that I'm going to use, X and 60, and then let's circle the blue parts, and 58 and 42. So let's do the red part first. I'm going to use the top divided by 60 equals the top 42. Okay, so cross multiply, pull out some nifty-wifty calculator. I'll pull out mine. 58 times 60 equals 3480. And as that equals 42, X, divide both sides by 42. And we get 82.9. And we're talking yards. Super duper cool. That's how you work that. Okay. So let's find and solve for X. The way that we're going to set this up is we're going to take these parts, red parts, and then we're going to set them equal to the... Oh, you know what? We can do something even niftier. Because these two equal each other, these two have to equal each other. Cool, huh? So let's go back to my drawing board over here. Let's pick white because it's just really cool. So if I have 7x minus 2 equals 4x plus 3. Add 2, subtract 4x, get the grandy old total. 3x equals 5. I don't like that answer. It's probably right though. And so x will equal 5/3. Cool. Alrighty. Come back over here and just write that down. Alrighty, super duper cool. Alright, push pause and read these. Let's just go ahead and let's highlight them with colors because I think sometimes that's helpful. Over here we're saying AD and FG will be our fractions. and they will be equal to AB and FG. They have to be similar triangles though. And then looking down at the bottom one, we're saying LP and RT, and then their equal sides will be LM and RS. Okay, but everything has to be similar. They have to be similar triangles. Okay, push pause on this one too, but let's look at the parts that it's saying. It's saying CD and YZs, the medians, and then we're going to put YAB and WX. Of course, we could have picked the other leg as well if you wanted to, but anyway, that's just one way to set them up. So let's look at these ones. What we want to do is we want to find, let's highlight the X's, not the X's, let's highlight the red parts that we're corresponding to, and then let's highlight the blue parts. So let's create our fractions. I'm going to do the big triangle first, over X equals big triangle first, over the smaller triangle. Cross multiply. I have no idea what that is. I think it's 100 and times 80 is 140. Divide both sides by 20. Then X equals, X will be 12. Cool. Let's look at this next one. Let's highlight the parts. There's our red part. And then let's do our blue part. What part are we looking for? Okay, there's no reason why I start with the big one first. I just do. Could start with the small one, but if you start with the big one first on top, then when you do the blue ones, you need to start with the big number, which comes from the big triangle on top first. And we cross multiply. 9x equals, that's 3940.5. Just going to verify that with my calculator because I don't have students to help me verify it with their brains. Okay, then I'm going to divide this by 9. So then x equals 4.5. Cool. Sometimes people can see these proportions better, so push pause on this one and you can see what's going on. Let's draw triangle parts in red, and then let's draw, oh, I want to do a little bit what we've been doing it, how we've been doing it, so let's do this. So what they're saying is that that's how they're setting it up in their fraction. I know they used red and blue too, but this is how they set up their fraction-y parts. And so to set it up, we'd use, I'm going to use 6 over 4. No reason why I picked it that way. I could have flipped it, but now I have to use the big one over the small one again. And then let's go ahead and work it. I can't read that, so I'm going to go to the next page and use white. Cross multiply. $26.52. Divide by 6. And then x equals, I don't know how to pull out a cool calculator, 52 divided 6 equals 8.7. Good enough. .7. Super cool. Okay, then also this one where let's do the parts the way I've been doing them. Oh, I think has the same thing over again, right? But no, this is the right thing to do. Cancel. And then blue. Okay, so what we know already is that if that is x, then this side here is 20 minus x. Okay, so our ratio just got a little bit uglier as to how to set it up. So let's set it up. So 14 over 11 equals x over 20 minus x. It's an x. It's an x. So let's go to our whiteboard and write it out. Well, our gray board. So this is 14 over 11 equals x over 20 minus x. I love parentheses, so I'm going to insert them. So this becomes 14 times 20 minus x equals 11x. So 14 times 20 is 280 minus 14x equals 11x. We're going to add 14 to both sides. So 280 equals 25x, and divide by 25. And x equals 280 divided by 25, 11.2. Woohoo! Did it? I'm sure that's what it wanted to find x. Okay, so push pause and read. But let's highlight the red. JK and AB. Okay, you can also do this. You can also do this. You can pick the red pair, the blue pair, or the yellow pair. This one happens to say this one. So let's work a couple problems that look like that. Oh, read and pause. So reduction, the green shapes. Pay attention to the green shapes, which I'm going to change to red. Red got bigger. Ooh, red got smaller. So reduction versus enlargement. Okay, so determine whether the dilation from A to B is an enlargement or a reduction. What do you think? Did B get bigger or did B get smaller? B got bigger. Okay, and then we're going to take B over A. So B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 4. So its scale factor, the dilation, is 1.25. Just crunched it in a calculator. Actually, in my head. Okay, determine whether the dilation is an enlargement from A to B. It's a reduction. We're still going to put B on top and A on bottom. And let's pick our numbers. Got 1, 2, 3. Whoops. Back. B's on top. B is 1 over 1, 2, 3. So the scale factor is 1/3. I would have found that the same if I would have chosen to go this route. And that route, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. So that would have been 2 over 6, which is simplified to 1/3. You don't have to go the route I go. If resulting ticket stub image was 1.5 centimeters wide, okay, so I have to draw a picture. I can't process word problems with drawing pictures. What percent did Adriana mistakenly use to dilate the image? Oh. Okay, so let's delete. The resulting ticket stub was... Okay, I don't think I have the full... I don't have the full question on here. Sorry. There's more of a question on here and I don't have it. Okay. Graph the original figure and its dilation. So I'm going to do original figure in green. And I need to be able to get to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So we're going to go by 2s. So we go over 2. It's my first dot. 0, 1, 3, 0. So that's my original picture. And then we're going to do blue. 4, 2, 4, 6, 0, and 2. Whoops, back up on that one. 0 and 2. And then 6 and 0. Okay. So we did an enlargement. And then what we need to do is we need to verify these distances. We need to verify that distance ratio. It's going to be the same as this distance ratio, which is the distance ratio of everything. So we got to find the distance of all the parts. So distance AB, and we get to divide that by, whoops, back. I need to start with the second shape first. DF over AB. I also need to do FG over BC. And I also need to do DG over AC. So I'm going to go use the whiteboard to find the distance on all of these. So just a reminder of how to find the distance formula. Square root x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. That's how you find it. So let's find AB. We're going to have to find BC. We're going to find AC. We also want to find AB. We want to find DF, FG, Okay, so all I'm going to do is just work the problem. Just a reminder, when you square things, it always turns out positive. Okay, so okay, so now we're going to use these numbers, and we're going to go ahead and go set them up on the other side in our fraction parts. So AB is 2 square root 2. BC is square root 10. AC is square root 10. DF is 4 square root 2. FG is 2 square root 10. And DG is 2 square root 10. Get to go through and schnick. Those schnick, those schnick. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 1 is 2. 2 divided by 2 divided by 1 is true. So we verified that the dilation is a similarity transformation. Cool. Took a long time to do that one, but you know what? It was a lot of fun. Okay. And you can do the same approach on that one. Okay. Alrighty guys, a couple of things. April 25th, there won't be a live webinar. Watch the pre-recorded one. I have a meeting all day in Greeley, so I won't be able to do a webinar there. Also, the lab will probably be closed on that Friday. April 23rd is ACT, so good luck on you. Unit 8 test will be starting April 28th. Alright guys, TTFN, later.